How's it going? So, it's May 26th. News keeps churning. One thing that keeps revolving. This revolving door around the thought of immigration. These motherfuckers on the complete polar opposite left have this theory that we're all illegal immigrants. Now, this is an extreme left view. It's not something that's mainstream. It's not something that's, all Bernie Sanders supporters or all Hillary supporters Sanders. This is an extreme left view, and it should be treated as such. Well, I guess it's on camera to be this way. But, so anyways, this view that the only indigenous population are Native Americans is absurd. It's fucking stupid. If you believe that, you're a fucking retard. You're a moron. If you don't like that word, I'm sorry. Go to your fucking safe space and cry about it. But Native Americans have a population of roughly 5 million throughout the U.S. This is taking into account Alaska Native Americans. You take them out of it, population dwindles even further. Look, I'm not one to advocate that we use germ warfare on. I don't believe that the colonials understood biology and understood where germs were. We weren't there technologically. But natural selection took them out. It's shitty. But germs wiped out the Native Americans. That's shitty. But it happened. Now, granted, Manifest Destiny moved Americans westward, and we just slaughtered the shit out of them. That sucks. It really does. It sucks. Now we're left with a handful of tribes, such as the Navajo, Apache. We got a few on the eastern coast, but yeah, overall, it's really, they've been wiped out, and that's pretty crappy. They made their last big stand around 1812, in the War of 1812, where they brutalized a couple Kentuckians going up to river raising, which, if you don't know the story, please look into it. It's pretty cool. There's a couple of good books on it. Battle of the River Raisin is pretty good. So, this view that they somehow own this country, and who are we to say that we shouldn't have controlled immigration? Okay, we won this country by right of combat. Whether you like it or not, we killed the indigenous population that was here through accidental germs and then through combat. We killed them. Okay? They killed us too, but we killed them. We destroyed them. We destroyed their way of life through killing the fucking buffalo. We hunted them down through murdering their entire tribes, women, children too. We destroyed them. Bottom line. That's brutal history. If you don't like it, Marty McFly is looking for you. He's willing to change the past. So, with that said, we won this country through right of combat. We created a nation where there was none before. The tribes have not gathered into a nation. We created that. That's the utter fucking truth. These tribes only chose to come together to create nations to fight us off. So they did not care about one another until they met us. And then they figured, oh shit, we need to start collaborating before these motherfuckers wipe us out. And it didn't help. We had muskets and shit. So, with this idea that we shouldn't be able to control immigration, that's also stupid. You look at what's happening in Texas, such as the little girl in Houston who was killed because of cartels. This is the suspicion, anyways. The verdict's still out. They found her dad dead. Her body was burned, apparently. And it's linked to the cartels. You look at what's going on in El Paso. The drug cartels are coming through there. Not only that, is that they've located different, like, ISIS training facilities out in the West. So, you people that believe Mexicans are great, so do I. I also believe people that look kind of like Mexicans are going to come through the southern border because they can kind of pass us Mexicans. Bottom line. Now, you people that believe that we're only against Mexicans, no. We're against Canadians too. Look, immigration. Well, we have two borders, all right? There's one to the south, all right? Goes fucking Texas, what is it, Laredo? Going on up to El Paso, going over to New Mexico, going over to California eventually. Okay? That is a giant border. That's a big fucking border that needs to be secured. I don't know that a wall can build it. And yes, it is feasible to have Mexico pay for a wall. If you cut off all trade with Mexico, we would crush their economy. That's already shit anyways. So they rely on us for imports. If you looked at your American-made vehicles in the last, decade, you're probably going to see made in Mexico somewhere on it. I mean, I'm not saying all parts are made in Mexico. Some are made in Hong Kong. So look, the whole ideology of Trump's building a wall is to secure the border. There's nothing wrong with that. There's nothing wrong coming up with an immigration plan that works. The system's broke now, but it doesn't mean you leave it broke, otherwise you hate Mexicans. It just means the system's broke and we need to do something about it. There needs to be a clear-cut path to immigration. For you to get your citizenship, there needs to be some kind of period. I don't know. You know, you do 2 years here in a visa. You get no criminal history after those 2 years. You get a temporary citizenship. After 10 years, you receive a permanent citizenship. That makes sense to me. But those 2 years, you get a felony charge, back. Back you go. Because you're not living up to what is the perceived American values. To obey the rule of law. To conduct yourself as a proper citizen, you know, not get drunk and run over school children, not rape little kids, not sell drugs. These simple little things that we as Americans believe should be part of the moral code of being in America. Granted, there's also should be something in there that says, oh, the shitbags in America should be deported to Australia. Fuck it, let's just start shipping them over there again. So we need to get to the point where we understand that it's not some evil system that we're trying to place on the Mexicans. Because we need to secure our borders to the north as well. If you look at Toledo, Ohio, it has the highest human trafficking going on there. And I'm telling you, they don't kidnap little Cindy and then take her down to Mexico. No, they're in Toledo. Therefore, they go into Canada. And then from Canada, they would try to go somewhere else across the world. That would make sense. It doesn't make sense to drive 1,000+ miles going south. It makes sense to drive 40 more miles and cross the Canadian border and then hop on a plane to go to Europe or some other place. With that needs to be done. And I'm sure Trump's cabinet that he's working on building is going to have the mindset to do that. Trump is not a politician. He is definitely not someone that is good with using his words. He's not sensitive to your feelings. But here's the thing, is that we don't give a fuck about your feelings. Fuck you and your feelings. This is America. If you don't like it, go somewhere else where they censor what you say. And then everyone lives happy, right? If you can't learn to be an adult and accept words and not twist those words and make it out to be, oh, he must be racist. Oh, he must be sexist. Oh, he's a bigot. Oh, he's a misogynist. All these fucking words. You know, somehow people have already identified Trump. This is coming from the feminist. He's the patriarchy. He's the patriarchy. Fuck your patriarchy. Alright? Fuck it. Because you know what? It doesn't apply to me. So you're out of your fucking mind. Look, Trump is the leading Republican nominee now. He has taken everything. His ideas are not that bad when you look at them. Do they need to be trimmed a little bit? Detailed, polished up? Sure. But so does everything else. Certain things come to mind like transparency in government, no earmarks, making banks answer. Oh, that was President Obama. But, you know, he was using his white privilege. So, yeah, there is that.